Alright, hello you guys. Welcome back to channel Claire. I'm so happy to see you again on this Tuesday. I'm over here kind of feeling myself, feeling official because I'm sitting at my mom's desk and so I kind of have like a setup. I've got my light. I actually even went to my storage unit. I got my microphone out of my storage, which was really good. I needed to do that anyway just to kind of orient myself of where shit actually is because I plan to be in there soon to get that out because spending an extra $100 some odd dollars a month for a storage unit is really irking my nerves. Like it's really, really irking my nerves. Like I just don't feel like a storage space should be that much. Like over $120, like no, no. I'm just over it. But overall, I've had a great day. I am going to try to be cognizant of this mic here so that I'm like actually speaking into it and it's actually picking up what I'm saying, because my worst fear is that like I'm running my effing mouth and this thing is not even hooked up and it gets none of it. So bear with me if I do like cut in and out, which I kind of always do anyway. I'm also checking my bleeding makeup from the day. I guess I should wear setting powder, but I don't like all that stuff on my face. I wear eyeliner, mascara, and a little bit of foundation, and that's about it. I wish I knew how to do all the colors and everything like that, but I have like this hooded eyelid, so I really can't even get all those colors and shapes and shit in there like I like to. But I'm rambling. I hope you guys are having a lovely, lovely, lovely Tuesday. I feel like I haven't taken one of these in a minute with you guys on here, and I just feel like, why not today? So I'm gonna take a moment. If you guys partake, go ahead. Some random stuff that I just want to talk about with me being heavily influenced by people, by things that I watch. Like it's really, really bad. Like, and it'll be stuff that like people aren't even trying to influence me for. Like I'm just influenced because they're so good at talking about it. So like one of my things this year I wanted to do, and I'm gonna be on a tangent like no other today just because I have the time and the space. So I'm gonna be, bear with me. So pretty much I was influenced when I go to sleep. I like to listen to the ASMR channels. I absolutely love it. I think the ASMR is like an art. The people who know how to do it correctly, I have a few favorites that I cycle through when I go to sleep at night. So the latest one that I've been watching, what's her name? Her name is Jenny B ASMR. GEANNIEB ASMR. So she does these, this is her right here, actually. I can go ahead and just show you guys, because why not? This is her channel here, Jenny B. And she does like these really vintage flip throughs of magazines and the crinkling and the page turning. Oh my god, it gives me the tingles. I absolutely love it. So I was watching one of her videos, and I believe it was I can't remember, it was a magazine from maybe the 70s or the 60s, the 70s possibly. And she came across this one part of the magazine, and it was an advertisement for this perfume that she really liked, and she said that she could like smell it to this day. You know, she could smell it in her mind. You know how you have those scents, and as soon as you smell it you have like a memory. And so the way she was just describing it, the scents and everything, I was like, oh my god, that sounds like something I would really, really like. So me being me, she actually, because I watched another one, and she had actually went out and found that perfume for way back then. So the perfume's called Je ne t'ai, and I'm probably saying that wrong. I found it on Amazon. Apparently it's an old Revlon perfume from back in the day. The funny thing is though, I ordered this perfume, and it's like basically used for different things. You can like take a shower, then splash it on you after the shower. It just sounded so refreshing when she was talking about it, y'all. Like I was so influenced. She wasn't even trying to. So I go on Amazon and I do what I do. I go and find this Je ne sais, and I order it thinking I'm gonna get a bottle like she got in the mail. This stuff isn't expensive, so like I wasn't looking at bottle size, I was looking at price. Why do I go and pick this up today and this is the freaking bottle size of Je ne sais? I have a freaking 30 fluid ounce bottle of Je ne sais. Like, I've never smelt this stuff. I have never seen this in my life. I simply bought it because Janine, I don't even know how to pronounce people's names. Janine B ASMR talked about it and made it sound absolutely lovely. So I bought it. So I wanted to open it up here because this outrageously big bottle just like it tickles me. I don't have the space for it. I'm just like, girl, get it together. So this bottle is huge. Oh, you guys. Why? Why? It's massive. It's an after bath splash, and it has this huge cup bowl thing as the top. It says refresh, renew, and revitalize your senses with this lightly scented splash enriched with moisture replenishing complex of vitamin E and aloe vera to help leave your skin sleeker, smoother, and softer. The perfect finish to bath, shower, or a great pick-me-up in the middle of the day. Just splash it on anytime, anywhere. It's clean latte. So that is what this is. I think it just sounds lovely. I want to give it a sniff. It reminds me of like baby lotion or baby oil with a citrus, like, let me see how it would be on my skin. Hold on. I'm so like, this is how I'm so influenced. I need to stay off of TikTok. I need to stay off of everything because this is what I do. I've gotten a big ass 30 fluid ounces of Je ne sais after body splash. For what? Did I need it? No. But let me smell. Because I don't want to smell like a granny either, you know? It smells fresh. It's very light. It's flowery. It's on the skin, it's definitely more subtle than that out of that bottle. It's growing on me. So let me know if you ever grew up using Je ne sais and how you feel about it. And if you want this big ass 30 fluid ounce bottle, I'll send it to you. I'll take a little off the top, but yes, I'm just like, I need to get it together. So there's that. Before we get into some other stuff that I kind of wanted to touch back on that we talked about yesterday, Jennifer and Ben, him looking miserable, her looking like, you know, there's been different shots and different videos of them being awkward, being odd, but like I have to remind myself at the end of the day, like, we have no clue what they're going through. Like, we simply don't know. And I am the last person to effing judge somebody's relationship. Like, I really am not trying to come at it from that angle. It's more so just of interest, of note. I really like, when I think about like the stuff that I talk about on here, I talk about a lot of dysfunctional relationships, and maybe it's because I've just been around dysfunctional relationships. So like, not to say that the relationship is dysfunctional, it's just odd the way they present themselves to the public, being big stars and stuff. And anyway, one person left a comment yesterday, actually, on my last video. Thank you very much. Another instance of when Jennifer was at this event and he's trying to bring her up the steps and she kind of like falls, and like he just keeps walking. He's not even effing paying attention. Like, it's just like he's just, I don't know, indifferent, aloof. He's just like unbothered. He's just unfazed by anything. And so now there's these people who do lip readings of celebrities, right? So I saw this one video, and it was really strange because it was they were right up front with Trevor Noah, like right up front, and I'm like, what the heck is going on? Side note, Tom Brady and him retiring a year after he ruined his fucking relationship, and now everybody's turning against Giselle, saying, oh, why couldn't she just wait a year? Why couldn't she just wait a year? No, why couldn't you just stick to your effing plan? Because you came back and did shittily and then had to retire, because if you would have kept going, you would have got worse and worse and worse. So you really should have just stayed retired when you were up top, and we didn't have to see whatever the hell else, whatever you wanted to do for this year of your life that you decided to just give up your marriage for. But more power to Giselle. She left a little comment like, you know, I wish you well in this next phase of life, like, bye boo. And I hope that they don't get back together, because I don't know, like, family, kids, you guys made a whole plan. You had this whole big career. She put her career on hold. Like, where's the compromise? I just forget. I feel like people forget to compromise. Like, it's just not even like you have to stop everything that you want to do in life. But when you're in a relationship, when you're a couple, just compromise sometimes. That's how you're going to work. And it's just, I feel like at every turn I'm like hearing about these relationships that are like failing, or this is happening, or my own life. It's just, it's a hot ass mess. But anyway, so let me find the video of Ben and Angelina, and then we're gonna go back to circle back to Quavo and Offset and the memorial that they did at the Grammys, where Offset was not allowed on the stage apparently. But let me find it. Here it goes. Lip reader reveals what was said during the tense exchange Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck that was caught on camera during the Grammys. Okay, so Trevor Noah is literally right here with the two of him. And it looks so awkward. So this is them.
I gotta go. All right. No, Mom, it wasn't the actual devil. No, they were just dressed as
I know, right on the screen, having like
no, Mom, it wasn't the actual devil.
Okay.
No, they were just
so there's just some awkwardness there. She kind of hits him like that playfully. He's like adjusting himself like, the hell did you just say? Like, there's so many things that you could take from what was going on. And it had nothing to do with what Trevor Noah was talking about. It wasn't like it was a part of his skit. You know how like they do those things on award shows. But apparently the lip reader says that this, I'm gonna turn this down. So this is what they're saying. She's saying, stop, look more friendly, look motivated. Like, goddamn, like, look like you wanna fucking be here. You're at the Grammys around all these talented effing people. And I don't wanna rag on Ben. But like, I don't know, if I had the opportunity to be in a situation like that, but you never know what's going on in people's life. I'm such a fucking fence rider. Like, I'll say one thing and I'll say the other thing and be like, because I truly can see so many sides and perspectives in a person's, you have to be able to put yourself in somebody else's shoes. And I think that, not tooting my horn, I think that I can do that pretty well, which equates to me always jumping the fence, because I'll be like, well, if I was this person, I would think this. Well, then if I was over here, then I would think that. So you get a lot of that here, and I apologize. But like, I'm not trying to rag on Ben. It's just like, I feel like if I were to be in a situation where I had the opportunity to be in a room with all these talented people, I would have a little bit of a smile on my face when I know the camera's coming over to be with me and my hubby, you know, and I'm right on the camera. And he knows how big, you know, of a deal image is to Jennifer, I'm sure. So, I don't know. I just find them very interesting. I find them odd. So she says, stop, look more friendly, look motivated. He then says, I might. And then goes like this and looks at the camera like this, does the direct opposite of what she had just asked him to do, like petty boots, like defiant, like a child. Look at, I don't know. I just feel like Jennifer cannot like this press of, you know, being out there that your husband looks miserable every time he's with you and photographed with you. But yet he's seen in other pictures of like other actors and stuff, and he's smiling and laughing, acting like he has the time of his life. But then when he's pictured with you, I feel like that's what would irritate me. I'd be like, why is it that like you're trying to play me like that? Like, why in the public, like every time I see a picture with you and so, you're acting like you're having the time of your goddamn life, but every time we're in a picture together, you're looking like I fucking held you hostage, had a knife behind your back and walked you up to this red carpet. Like, it would just irritate my soul. It really would. But thinking about that in relationships and being in the public eye, and because I like talking about pop culture and following it, I watch all the trash TV, all the housewives and all that stuff, and there's so much going on with that. There's so much going on with that, guys, if you don't watch the housewives. I don't know if I could be a reality star and have my relationship, or a movie star and have my relationship just like out in the public like that, for people to just have everything in the world to say about it. Like, I think about William and Kate, Meghan and Harry, you know, Johnny and Amber. Like, I just like, it just really, you know, I want to watch Pamela Anderson's documentary. But like, just like Robin and Juan, like that's a whole ordeal that's going on. Like, there's so much we could talk about. But let me check and make sure that these 16 minutes were actually recorded. Hold on. All right, so I think we're okay, guys. I'm feeling a little bit more confident in this microphone thing. So I really want to do ASMR. Like, I really, like, my heart is there. Like, I love pop culture, but I would love to, you know, experiment with ASMR, do, like, my own magazine flip-throughs, and with the high fashion magazines. Like, I just have so many ideas, and that's why I just can't wait to get my own space so I can just do so much more on here and explore more of myself. You just never know, you know? So I definitely think having your own space is something very, very, very important. And I think if you have the opportunity, because everything is so expensive, if you have the opportunity, living by yourself before you like live with like a significant other or anything like that, would definitely be a good way to go, because you learn so much about yourself, and learning that you can take care of yourself and everything like that, and then bring in that whole unit with another person, this, that, and another. But again, tangent on random stuff that has nothing to do with anything. Sorry. I wanted to get into the Migos, Quavo, and Offset and Cardi B, because as you know, if you don't know, Takeoff was a part of the Migos. It was 3 of them, and I think it was the end of last year, not too long ago, like probably months ago, he was essentially murdered. So now it's only 2 of them, Quavo and Offset. Offset is married to Cardi B. So they're doing the tribute, and it was so weird because Offset was not at the tribute. It was only Quavo doing the tribute. He was the only one on stage. So I remember questioning that to my mom when I was watching the Grammys. So then yesterday it came out that there was like a fight, there was an altercation, and I was talking about some, like, you know, it really sucks that it comes to blows like this, because apparently Takeoff was the glue that held this unit together, the 3 of them, and now that he's gone, it's the 2 of them. And, you know, it's a touchy subject because it's family, and really we shouldn't know any of this, but in the time that we're in, like, nothing is off limits. It is what it is, but I just hope that people see situations like this and try to do better within their own family units, possibly. You know, even with the royal family. Every family has something. No family is perfect, and if people act like they are perfect, like, they're the ones that have the darkest of secrets, because they're trying to cover up something by acting so perfect. Everyone has dysfunction, you know. Everyone has dysfunction, like, swear to God. So now this video / audio has come out with Cardi B basically talking. You can hear her shouting, and she's really encouraging the two of them, you can tell that she's talking to Quavo and Offset, who's her husband, like that they need to get their shit together. Y'all shouldn't be doing this. Like really just being that support of like, please, like, let's not do this. Y'all don't need to be fighting. Both of y'all are wrong in this. Like, she's not taking sides. Like, I just think she handled the situation so well. And being backstage at the Grammys with all these people around, tensions are high, emotions are high. They're about to do this performance about their loved one who has passed suddenly and in a horrible manner. And Cardi is keeping it together. So people like to say a lot about Cardi. And yes, I know that her past is not, you know, sparkling clean, but whose is. And I'm not saying what she did is at all right. If you know, you know. I'm not saying that, but I'm saying in this instance, I think that she showed a lot of maturity and, you know, handling the situation, rounding her men together, like, get it together, you know. So I'm gonna let you guys listen to it. This is the video.
Backstage, ET's cameras caught this blow up from presenter Cardi B.
And you know what? I hate how they say blow up. They caught this blow up from. It's not a blow up. This is family tensions. Like, someone has just passed. It's not like, stop. Why do they always have to make it so negative? Humans have emotions. We're emotional beings. And sometimes it goes up here and you get upset and you get. Ugh! But that doesn't mean put your hands on people. It does not mean put your hands on people. Let me continue this.
So, what went down? It appears tensions boiled over between the remaining members of Migos, Cardi's husband Offset and his cousin Quavo.
Yeah.
I heard you back here settling some stuff.
The only thing I said was my outfit.
Right. So he's trying to say, the reporter says, I heard you were back there settling stuff. She was like, the only thing I'm settling is my outfit, honey. Like, shut that shit down. We're not about to talk about it. Yes, you heard, but you're not about to get a statement from me on it. Shutting it down. And she just said it with so much ease, such wit, she's such a, and there's nothing that you could say back to that, you know, because it's none of your business. But you can hear her saying, let me turn this down, and I can read the captions, because they got captions on this joint. She's saying, both of y'all is wrong. Both of y'all. This is not right. No, shut the fuck up, because you've been talking. Yes. So that is what Cardi said. And she got them right together, yet protected them in the end when the media tried to come and get a whole statement about it. I just respect her in that moment, and I just, sometimes I think about myself and I'm like, oh, you so let your emotions get to you sometimes, and like you react and you, no. Like, get it together, be like Cardi B, handle the situation. Be like Cardi B. Oh my god. Why am I seeing that Samantha Markle has a lawsuit against Harry and Meghan? For $75,000? And this is the point where I'm just like, the father was selling his stories, you know. The stepsister is trying to sue and has been selling stories. The woman who apparently took Harry's virginity is selling stories. Who next? Who next? Somebody who is on the yacht that Meghan apparently was on, because they always want to call her a yacht girl. Like, what? This is why, like, I just feel like I could so go, like, deal with the money of, like, being famous, but wouldn't want the fame aspect, because, my God, like, do people, I'm just wondering, like, if I were to ever be, would people just come out of the woodwork and be just selling stories off of you? I just think it's so wrong, and it's such a sellout thing to do. It's such a sellout thing to do, and at the end of the day, I know that Meghan and I know that Harry, some of their stories don't line up. I definitely think that Meghan has done her share of exaggerating about, you know, her upbringing and everything like that. There's something to that, but just the hate and the constant, it's constant, and I have it on my timeline for a reason, because I keep up with it because I like to. But it's constant, you guys. It is constant. So now Samantha Markle has a lawsuit against Meghan and Harry for $75,000. So this is on the Daily Mail, okay? Judge rules Meghan and Harry must be grilled. I doubt that. Must be grilled in deposition over Samantha Markle's claim the couple lied about her in Oprah interview, exposing even more of what's left behind their curtain of secrecy. Like, people just willing to whole out fucking expose you. And when I like think about the core of it, like when you like get deep down to it and you think about the why, okay? So yes, Meghan has exaggerated her childhood. Yes, Meghan has da-da-da-da-da. But am I missing something? Has Meghan physically hurt this woman? Has she put her hands on this woman? Like, because what is the reason? The only reason, like, when I take away all that other shit, you know, the only reason would be that you're mad. And people may be upset that I say this, but the only reason I can think is that you're mad that you're not in her place. You are not the Duchess of Sussex or whatever they are. Cambridge, no, that's Kate and them. Sussex. You are not the Duchess of Sussex. You did not marry the prince, and you're pissed about it. God damn it, I'm pissed about it. I wish I could have married a prince, but it's just not, when you think about it deep down, that's what it is. Like, even when I think about, you know, people like Piers Morgan, who constantly fucking talks about this woman, like, he got to meet her, he got to have, you know, I think even dinner with her or something. And then she met up with Harry and she paid him dust and he felt a type of way. And now he talks mad shit. And he's married. Is he not married? Imagine your man talking mad shit about another woman on like social medias and on TV and everything. You're talking mad shit about another. I would feel a type of way, because that means you got a lot of feelings about another woman that is not me. At the end of the day, they want to be her. They want her. And that's what it is. And they're mad that they can't. They're mad that they can't. Like, that's the only thing, like, that I could think. The hate is so unnecessary. And I'm really just trying to figure out, like, they've even, the royal family, I think I saw they have a website now. They didn't put up a website. Let me see if I can find it. For the coronation, like, this shit is official. I'm like, damn, I wish I could go to England and be at the dang on coronation. I would report on that shit. Are you kidding me? I would report so good on the royal coronation. If I could get a ticket to London or the UK, I get my little hat that sits right here with my little, oh girl, oh my god, I wish I could go to the coronation. But yeah, they got a whole official site. Like, and everybody wants to know, are they going? Are they not going? Y'all still haven't talked about the royal family. There's no statement. So this is their official website. The royal family official coronation website. Coronation of His Majesty the King and Her Majesty the Queen Consort. Ah! I can't. Oh my god. And they've got a picture of the two of them. If you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all. That is the picture of them. Okay. people across the country and the Commonwealth are invited to celebrate the coronation of His Majesty the King and Her Majesty the Queen consort over a weekend of special events on the 6th through the 8th of May. So, like, it's a whole thing. Like, what is the coronation? The coronation is centered around a solemn religious ceremony that has remained largely unchanged for over 1,000 years and takes place at Westminster Abbey in London on the 6th of May 2023. They've got little things, learn about the coronation, how can I get involved, prepare for the coronation. They have little updates. Like, this is serious business. Serious business. So maybe magically I'll get a ticket to London sometime before May and I'll go to the coronation and report live. Only in a dream. Only in a dream. But yeah, what else is going on? There's a lot going on. There's like housewife stuff going on with Robin and Juan, and like I'm so hella even more interested in their situation because they live where I live. Like, I live in Maryland. I live in their area where they used to live. I don't know where their new house is, but the townhouse, yeah. I actually worked at the mall, at the K Jewelers at the mall that's right around the corner from where their townhouse was, where apparently the lady who was visiting from Canada, where her hotel was. Like, I'm very familiar with that area. Like, it's my boyfriend at the time. I don't know if he cares if I say this, but my boyfriend at the time, actually, there was like on the show, they would talk about like the football camps and stuff. I guess it doesn't matter. They would talk about like the football camps Juan would do and stuff, and he used to work those. Like, I'm in this area, so like it makes me even more interested. And like from the standpoint of, especially Robin said that, and the thing is, this is why I'm like, damn, like I could not have my relationship on TV because my shit is fucked. Like, I have no room to talk, but it's interesting, and it's like whatever, it's out there. So Robin's saying that she somehow decided to like fly to Maryland. Nobody just decides to come to Maryland. This is not a like destination location. Like, it's Maryland. We have Baltimore. We have the MGM Grand. Is that even in Maryland? I think that's Oxon Hill. We have BWI Airport. That's probably where she came into. There's not much out here. This is not a place that you go as a destination. It's like you're going to visit somebody who lives here. And so she kind of made it seem like, oh, this girl was actually coming to visit her boyfriend who was a Ravens football player. This woman is on Live with Sergio Says last night, saying and refuting Robin's story that she told to the world on her podcast and on Watch What Happened Live. And it's just so messy. She said the only reason why I came to Maryland was for Juan Dixon. Like, I could have fucking died. Like, the only reason. And I'm just like, I couldn't do it. I could not do it. Like, I literally. But then the girl was also saying that Juan and Robin's relationship is just for TV. Like, it's very much a business relationship. Like, he made that very clear to her. And it's not a situation, and you will only know what I'm talking about if you keep up with Real Housewives. So if you don't know, I apologize. There's so much backstory. But I'm just sitting here vibing and talking at this point, so apologies. I didn't forgot my thing on train of thought. Hold on. So yeah, if it's like a business relationship, then just say that. I'm sure Karen and Ray are like have an arrangement, but it's just all so interesting. It's very, very interesting. And I'm just wondering, as Robin, because this is me taking myself out of myself and trying to place myself in somebody else's shoes, how would Robin be feeling at this moment? You know, like, I'm with this man with whom apparently she's the only, like, they were only been together. They've known each other since, like, back in the day, like, past high school, like, yeah. Like, she's him, that's the only one. So, like, I'm like, damn, you've been with this man for years, you have kids. There was this whole thing with money, they got a divorce, cheating prior. They got a divorce, like, and then you decide, oh, we're gonna try this again, you're still together. And he's telling you this story, telling you that he was talking to this woman. This lady said on the live last night that they had been talking for a year, because this is during the COVID, you know, situation. There was a lockdown and they couldn't really see each other. So they were talking for a year. So, like, that in itself, if I'm Robin, that fucking hurts. So you're consistently talking to this person for a year, time and time again, messaging. Like, each message, each letter you typed out to this person, you're not thinking this is fucked up? Like, that's the part, like, that I don't understand, like, in cheating and stuff. And I'm, for one, like, I'm nobody's fucking angel. Like, I've been on the receiving side of cheating. I have been the cheater, like, oh, fucking horrible. Like, when I was younger and shit, does not fucking feel good. So, like, I'm not a fucking angel. I see it on both ends. So, like, every fucking time you send that message, that text, that you're consciously fucking thinking about that shit. It's an action. That's why I'm like, that shit is not a mistake. Oh, I made a mistake. It's not a mistake. It's not a mistake. You're knowingly doing it, and you're doing it consistently. Every letter that you type out in a text, and then you type it all out and press send, like, it's not a mistake. And I just, like, when I think about a whole year and you're supposed to be engaged during this time, and I hope, yes, I told him myself, like, you know, I'm not perfect, I'm an angel, I'm gonna keep it real. It's just, you're engaged during this time, and she said that it, you know, Robin said herself on the podcast that, you know, this could have been a reason why their remarrying was so delayed, and they actually did get married again, apparently. Which I think she looked absolutely beautiful. I loved the dress. I think that she looked gorgeous. The ceremony looked lovely. Then you've got this woman who goes, apparently, messaged you about it, messaged dang on Giselle about it, and then goes to the media about it, and is sending receipts, pictures of hotel receipts, in which has your husband's name, and your husband tells you, I just went there because she lost her wallet at the casino and she needed somebody to put their name on it, you know, pay for the hotel, and she was freaking out and stressed, and he was like the good Samaritan, and he just came and paid for the hotel and left. That's the story he told Robin. But this woman last night on the live is saying, I'm not trying to hurt Robin, I'm not trying to be, you know, like that, but Juan did not just come to pay for a hotel and say goodbye. Like, no. So it just makes me feel so bad for Robin that she would believe that, you know. And then it just makes me think about, I just think about so much, like, as women, like, she believed that. Her man looked her in her face and said, I went to the hotel to be a good Samaritan because she was freaking out. Mind you, she came here just because for this ex-person, whatever, but she's saying she came specifically for Juan. He's looking her in the face saying, you know, this is what I did, I felt bad, I'm being a good Samaritan. She was stressed out, I paid for her hotel and left. And then you're saying that to the world, and everybody is laughing at you, looking like you're fucking stupid and dumb. And you're doing it because you're trying to protect this man which has, like, dogged you out. And he has all this other stuff going on, and just, like, with the legal stuff, and I'm just like, if I'm putting myself in Robin's shoes, like, I would be I would be like, I don't understand how people do it. I don't understand how they do this, live this in public, and, you know, have the cameras on and have people speculating like me sitting in my fucking house in my mom's apartment speculating about their life and marriage, you know. Like, I don't understand. Like, it would be very hard. I guess you just have to be built for that shit. So that's just my thoughts on that. I just think that Juan is really fucked up. I think this is a fucked up situation. I was feeling a type of way against Robin before I sat and like actually sat with myself and thought about how she would be feeling and like putting myself in her shoes. And I was like, before I was like, that's fucking dumb, like da da da. Then I'm like thinking about it deeper, the fact that like she accepted that response and answer from Juan and then relayed that to the public like that. Just the thought, you know, the self-worth you have to have, or the lack of, and I don't like putting that on anybody, but if you know what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying. I don't know. So I have rambled long enough. I'm actually quite hungry. I went to Whole Foods today because I had to pick up my biggest bottle of Genete, and they have pre-made food. So I got like a quesadilla, I got some deviled eggs, and I got this chicken curry. 3 random ass things that don't go together at all, but I'm gonna eat them at some point. But they were a pretty good price. I was surprised. So I don't really like to cook, so maybe that can be my alternative, and I don't need to be door dashing and any of that stuff. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about ASMR and stuff like that, because I think that with this microphone I can get away with that, and I think that it's soothing for me and therapeutic for me, and I really love it, and I have some ideas, and I hope that you guys enjoy just sitting here and me just chatting about nonsense. I just really appreciate you guys so much. Actually, there was a comment, and every time you comment, girl, like you almost, like you really, like pretty much bring a tear to my eye, and I'm just like, if you get to this point and if you see this, I just really appreciate you. Where is it? Trish Cote. Trish C-O-T-E, Cote, and I hope I'm saying that right. I'm not gonna read the whole thing because it's on the last video, but a girl. It really made me feel good, and I never really, yeah, I just like doing this, and I'm grateful that you watch, and I'm grateful for your comments, and I'm gonna maybe go through some of them here now. I am just learning in life, and you know, I try to be as real as I can be without being too extra. But yeah, that was very nice. That was very nice. But there were some other comments that I thought were interesting. Oh, because I talked about Leah last episode, talking about him dating this 19-year-old. And then EP says, I honestly am starting to think Leonardo's dating history is just a lie or trolling, to be honest. And I hope you guys don't mind me reading these. If you mind, just let me know and I won't read them. I'm honestly starting to think Leonardo's dating history is just a lie or trolling, to be honest. These girls are getting the publicity and fame they need, and he gets left alone and talked about. I doubt they're really dating. She probably just accompanies him to stuff, holidays, etc. Because it's not just about the age gap with these relationships, also the fact that he doesn't stay with them longer than a year. So essentially saying, you know, they're helping each other out. He gets a date here, she gets exposure, this, that, and that. I can completely get that, and I can see that, because he only does stay with them for a short amount of time. I could definitely see that happening. But the optics, you know, like the optics just don't look good for him. Like, it just doesn't. And then it happens so frequently. And then I just hope it's not a situation where down the line they come over, you know, decide this happened or I felt this type of way. I just don't want it to be a situation like that. Tanya Banton said, I feel the same way about the late Paul Walker. I used to love Paul Walker until I saw he was dating 16-year-olds and he was 37. Oh, I didn't know about that. I didn't know about that. MD. Oh yeah, she shared that video with Ben and Angelina when she like kind of fell and he just walked off without her. She says she loves the limelight and he is not a fan. He hates paparazzi. Yes, you can see that. And he hated the fact their relationship was so public. She doesn't understand why he went. Oh, let me start this over. She said, poor Ben. I don't know why he went back to J-Lo. He was unhappy with her the first time. She loves the limelight and he's not a fan. I can see that for sure. He hates paparazzi and he hated the fact their relationship was so public. I understood when they got married, she claimed she was taking time off, but she hasn't. That's probably another reason why he doesn't care to be at events. I could definitely see that too. She won't divorce him because I heard she didn't sign a prenup. That's interesting. That's interesting and shocking. I'm surprised. It's all about the love, huh? So they will work with the misery. Did you see the video where she was leading her by her arm and he didn't realize she fell right away? Yep, that was the one I saw. I did watch it. Yep, I sure did watch it. Emojin says, I met him in person. I'm guessing they're talking about Ben Affleck. He was in character, even off camera it seemed, and his character had to be troubled. I wasn't on set when J-Lo visited, but word on the street was that they're all happy and sweet and bright around each other, so who knows? He's really good with kids too, though. That's good to know. That's good to know he's good with kids. And you know, they could have the happiest fucking relationship on earth. They can be all up and down their penthouses, you know, for all we know, you know, I completely get that. April Woods, hey girl. Diana A, I turned 30 this year too, and it feels like us 93 babies were just 20 back in 2013. I know, but it's exciting. It is exciting. It's exciting that there's so much opportunity, and we are still really young when we think about it. But yeah, I just appreciate you guys, and I'm gonna go eat now because I'm effing starving. But have a lovely rest of your evening, you all, and I will see you guys in another video. Bye.